It is said that you can recognize a truly good person when they do good even when there is nothing to gain. In life, we want to achieve many things: respect, success, and power. But never forget one truth. What truly makes a person great is their character, not their position. People with great character leave their mark on the world. They are remembered for generations, whether their impact is small or vast. Kindness is one such noble quality. Many people bow before power, but very few are willing to help a stranger in trouble as if they were their own. And that very decision, whether to help or not, defines a person's character. Today's story is about such a person. If you want to make your own soul more beautiful, listen to this story till the end. This happened long ago. There was a vast kingdom ruled by a powerful king. The king had everything except a child. As age weighed heavily on him, one thought troubled his mind constantly. Who will take responsibility for this great kingdom after me? Who will sit on the throne? The king decided that he would choose his successor not by bloodline, but by merit. He announced throughout the kingdom, "Any young man who wishes to become the next king may come to the royal court. But there is only one condition: he must have deep love for humanity." The announcement caused great excitement across the kingdom. Everyone thought such an opportunity to become king could not be missed. The news also reached a poor young man from a quiet village. He was extremely hardworking and honest, but poverty was his constant companion. He wanted to go to the royal court, but he did not even have a decent outfit to wear. Still, he did not give up. Through backbreaking labor, he slowly saved money and bought a fine set of clothes and some food for the journey. With a heart full of hope, he set out toward the royal palace. After traveling a long distance, when he was almost near the palace, a heartbreaking scene caught his eye by the roadside. An old beggar was shivering violently in the cold. His clothes were torn into rags. With trembling hands, the beggar looked at the young man and said, "Son, I am very hungry. I am freezing in this cold. Will you help me a little?" The sight twisted the young man's heart. He looked once at his newly bought royal-looking clothes, and then at the old man shivering in the cold. Without thinking further, he took off the new clothes bought with his hard-earned money and put them on the beggar. Not only that, he also gave him all the food he had brought for himself. The beggar blessed him with all his heart. Then reality struck the young man. Now he was wearing his old dirty clothes. "Can I go to the royal court dressed like this? Will the king even accept me?" But there was no turning back. Carrying his shame and hesitation, he entered the royal court wearing those worn-out clothes. Amid the grandeur of the palace and the crowd of noble-looking candidates, he felt completely out of place. The royal attendants gave him a chance to rest, and after a while, he was called for the audience. As the king entered and took his seat on the throne, the young man bowed his head in respect. But when he raised his head and looked at the king's face, his breath almost stopped. What? This was the same man he had seen earlier on the roadside, disguised as a beggar. Seeing the astonishment in the young man's eyes, the king smiled gently and said calmly, "Surprised? Yes, I was the helpless beggar you saw by the roadside." The young man could not believe his own ears. Stammering, he said, "But your majesty, you, why did you disguise yourself like that? Why did you test me?" The king stepped down from the throne and placed a hand on the young man's shoulder. He said, because I needed to know what your hearts are truly like. If I had appeared as a king, you would have done anything just to please me. But then I would never have seen your true nature." The king paused, then said in a deep voice, "Helping a helpless person without expecting anything in return, that is the true mark of greatness. You have proven that you genuinely love people. A king may be powerful, a king may be wealthy, but a ruler without compassion in his heart is worthless." Looking at the young man, the king declared, "This country needs a ruler who loves its people, not just the throne. Kindness and compassion are greater powers than knowledge itself. From today, you are my successor." That day, everyone in the court understood one truth. True nobility does not lie in shining clothes or royal appearances, but in the greatness of a person's heart. If you think this story should reach more people, please like and share the video, and subscribe to Rice Up Tales. I'll be back again with another story like this. Until then, be patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.